Namaste everyone. Hope you're doing well. This will be a general reading for you, for the week of January 23, 2023 to January 30, 2023. Please look at the 3 cards on the screen, and try to see if you are drawn to one of them more than to the others. The card you will pick, either the left, middle or right one, will hold the messages you need to receive from the universe this week. So let your intuition guide you and take you to your card. Please let me know in the comments, which card did you pick and did the messages you received from it resonate with you? So, before we begin, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button too. This way you can always stay up to date and get notified whenever I upload a new video, so you will never miss a message from the universe. Thank you all. And now, let's begin. So, as I previously mentioned, this will be a reading for the week of 23rd of January 2023 and 30th of January 2023. Those are the 3 cards that were picked in this reading. Let's start with the left card. The left card is called Round and Round and has several messages in it. So if you picked the left card, those messages are for you. The first thing this card wants to tell you is that sometimes in life, if it seems that things repeat themselves, just in a different way, it is because they do, until we learn the lesson we need to in whatever regard. The appearance of this card wants to tell you just that. It might seem that you have moved backwards, or that you are even stuck. However, this card is a reminder that it is not true, and even if things look the same as they did in the past, remember you are not the same as you were when they happened back then. Having that in mind, you can now control the situation and use the wisdom you have achieved along the way and from past experience. Break a cycle that was set up in the past. Whatever situation this is, you will handle it better than before. The relationship message of this card is, if you feel as if the situation you are in with a friend, family member, or a partner, is very familiar, like it has already happened in the past, and you are wondering how did you get into the same situation cycle, this only means that it is the time for you to change that cycle. A relation between 2 people is about the good and the bad and also about what may be challenging. It's time to choose how you behave, now that you are more aware than ever. Changing the pattern is the secret here. Remember, if you will repeat the same actions, you will get the same results. Learn from past mistakes. The money and work message of this card for you today is, of course, in this regard too, the thing that this card wants you to pay attention to, is repeating situations. Also, the card suggests you might want to ask yourself who are the people that help you achieve your financial goals and work-related targets and support you, and who are those that are only delaying you or even sabotaging you. You should as well review your reactions to them both, and if there is any pattern that you are noticing, any cycle that needs to be broken and changed, you have all the tools to do so. This card is also suggesting going to a coach or mentor that can help you see more than you can see on your own. The last message that this card holds for you is to remember to repeat things that worked, and not that didn't. Only then, you will stop going round and round. Now let's see the middle card. The middle card is called Unfinished Symphony and has several messages in it too. Those are the messages for those that picked this card. The first thing that this card suggests in a reading is that it looks like there is some unfinished business happening in your life. Something you started but left in the middle for whatever reason or reasons you had at that time. In order to be able to move on and have a closure, this card suggests that you finish this thing first. It can be a project, a study of something, a new skill you wanted to master, or anything you have on your mind and heart that feels unfinished and like it didn't have a proper closure for you. This card is also suggesting coming to terms with where you are now. It advises you to reflect on the past and then prepare to move forward, without feeling as if you left unfinished business behind you. The relationship message of this card is, when there is no closure, it is much harder to move on. Especially when love is still present too. You may be feeling like there is a person, can be a family member, a friend or a partner, that you still love so much, and the chances are, they do too, but they left you either because they passed on, or because they chose to part ways with you. You might feel like there is still so much to say, but no possibility to do so. You can still feel bound up in a relationship, even if closure is not possible the one-on-one way. You can still write how you feel in a letter, for example, in order to let it out. Or call a friend and talk about it. You will feel much better after you do. And if it is possible to initiate a conversation with the person, then maybe a talk about everything will give you the closure that you need. So, depending on the circumstances, it's either go and get that closure if it's possible and if you are not breaking any rules or wishes of another person, or get that closure with yourself for yourself, if the person in this situation asked not to be contacted, or, of course, if they passed on. Make amends, accept things as they are and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Only after you will have that closure and close that door from the past, you will be able to set yourself free and love will blossom. The money and work message of this card for you today is, the card is advising you to be sure to finish and complete projects, before starting new ones. If you had an idea and started acting upon it, this is a sign that you should continue and do everything needed in order to complete that project or idea. Maybe it's about a contract you need to sign, or paying your bills, do your filing or complete an art of work. Whatever your unfinished symphony is. The last message this card holds is, know that you are on the right way, and after you will achieve closures in this matter too, you will be on your way to prosperity. Stay excited about the future. Now to the last card in this reading, the right card. As you can see, the right card is named, Clean It Up, and it is reversed in the reading. This card's reversed message for you is that you are loved the way you are, and you do not need to be needed in order to be loved. If you are the kind of person that likes helping others, this card is asking you to pay attention, not to try too hard to be helpful, and to keep in mind that sometimes by doing another person's chores or work, you are freeing them from responsibility, and that is not very helpful to them in the end. That is, because by doing the things they need to do by themselves, they will learn the lessons they need to and will be responsible for the results of their work, instead of you taking it for them. Also, when doing things for others too much, you can unfortunately forget yourself on the way, and taking their burdens will have an impact on you in the end. Think about the story of the boy that found a cocoon and saw the butterfly struggling inside. He wanted to help that butterfly so much that he started helping him get out of his cocoon. The boy thought he was helping and was so happy to see the butterfly is out. However, unfortunately, the butterfly didn't make it in the end, because it wasn't strong enough to fly and survive on its own. And why is that? That's right. Because he didn't fight himself to get out of his cocoon, and his body was too weak to survive later. Therefore, sometimes it is better to watch from a distance and only help when there is no other option available, and not when the other person just refuses to get out of their cocoon by themselves. The last messages for you today are to keep in mind that it is not your job to clean someone else's side of street or mess, and that you are, as previously mentioned, loved the way you are and not only when or if needed. That's it, my lovelies. I hope you enjoyed and resonated with your messages. You can let me know in the comments if you like. Wish you all a great day, love and light.